Hello, and welcome back to Silksong! Or, welcome back to the post-game, anyway. So, last time we did a bunch of random stuff, and we still have a bunch more random stuff to do. Let's go deposit these mementos in our bell home here. And I don't think, yep, we just cleared out that craw nest, so nothing more for me to take there. Where do you put these? There we go. Sprintmaster Memento Gilded Trophy awarded by Sprintmaster Swift to the fastest bug in Forloom. And then Heroes Memento from Garmond, Heirloom of a Village Lost to Forloom's Haunting. At least if I remember correctly, that was from him. And let's just maybe take a rest here. Ooh, I see the mementos are hanging up on the wall, kind of like little trophies. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we'll just keep rocking what we got so far. We are rocking the Wanderer Crest with a little bit of range, a Rosary Cannon, Threadstorm. We still have one more ability to get, and I couldn't even begin to guess where to get that. We still need another needle upgrade. So we need to look out for some pale oil, or whatever it was called. I believe it was pale oil. And then we still have a few more places to go. I do have some notes here with me. So first off, we need to go over here to the right side, or the left side of Moss Grotto. So let's get there right now. And we're back! I did decide to go to Weave Nest Atla, just in the case that Ava happened to have an upgrade for us, and what do you know, it looks like she does.
Lady, my senses resound. You have grown further beyond the bounds of a bug. Permit me to gaze again upon your nature, that I may offer clarity.
What that upgrade could be, I couldn't possibly guess. Whoa. Evolved the Crest of Hunter. Man, they really want us to use this crest, huh? Strike enemies repeatedly to become focused, making needle attacks deadlier. Heighten focus with additional strikes and further increase lethality. You know, I didn't even know what the first upgrade did, so as far as this second one here, I'm, I guess, even more at a loss.
Lady, Forloom's time grows short. If you are able to further expand your nature, I urge you to return to me. Any power I possess, I shall grant it for your aid. My thanks, Ava. If my nature expands as you say, I shall return.
Apparently, there's even more upgrades to be had. So I guess we're just gonna go in with the hunter, with like the hunter cubed, if you want to call it that. And then when we get another upgrade, I assume we're just gonna add more eyes to the crest. Just keeps getting more and more eyes. So let's go sit at a bench. Here we are in the Moss Grotto. No bench, but I did notice that we left this statue here from all the way in the beginning. If you remember, we I guess we saved this. We never really got around to it, and then the second and third time and so on I came through here, I also didn't pick it up because I guess I was maxed on shell shards, but you know, how funny would it be to just leave that where it is? We also do have a voidened Moss Mother, so maybe we just fight this one here. Whoa! Couldn't imagine this was like Moss Mother 3.0 or something like that. Whoa. I guess they do show you where those rocks are falling. Oh god. We do still have Quick Mind because I left it on. Okay. I mean, it has been a while since I played, so I gotta kind of remember. Maybe we charge an attack. I think I have the pin badge. There you go. That's gonna hurt. Could heal, but why not just wait until she does something like that? Okay, I meant to take a hit there. I wanted to interrupt. That does have quite a bit of reach, so I don't necessarily have to time it too well. Ooh. And for our troubles, we just get the satisfaction of knowing we completed that, so not really a whole lot else. Huh. Very interesting. Wonder if anything opened up, you know, since the world started to break in the moss area. It's been a while. I don't think we've been here since the post game started. So I guess we'll just take a look around. But I don't want to take too long, so ooh, I'll just skip ahead. Here's, you know, Pilby, still where we left him. Could have almost guessed that he was gonna get up and start walking around like Zango. And no respawning enemies here. But maybe there's a third secret. Ah, maybe the cave just collapses and opens another passage. No such luck. And here we are. I did respec to put on the sharp dart. And we got the rosary cannon back. We also got silk speed anklets. And this curve claw, which I haven't really used in a while. Could do something like this. Ooh. I do also have a range on my... Ooh. This is the first time I think I've seen that. We don't have a magnetite brooch anymore. So I'm gonna have to manually pick these up. Yeah, ooh, maybe we could knock him into the water, but then again, don't know if that would be worth risk losing the rosaries. Oh, he is dropping a few every so often. Look at that. Wow, I have 3,000, man. That's quite a bit. Oh, come back here. No, what are you doing? Damn, rosary. Find your way into my pockets, please. There we go. So there was the other covetous pilgrim.
Is this abundance a sign of purity or greed? The way faith is measured in this land is curious indeed.
Another rhyme. I swear to God. Hornet has been reading some nursery rhymes. We're getting lifeblood. So at this point in the playthrough, I have been watching, you know, some other sources of content for Hollow Knight Silksong and been getting a little bit extra information, shall we say. So I now realize that plasmium is actually just a colloquialism or slang, shall we say. Maybe it's like the scientific term for lifeblood, and lifeblood is the slang. And in fact, I'm almost sure of it, because lifeblood just sounds slangier. So, yeah, I guess we know now why it was banned in Hallownest, because we see the effects that it had on the enemies in the Wormways. So, good connection there that I didn't make, but other people did. Okay, and we'll just continue exploring here. Here's one interesting thing that you can do. Just throw the spear out here. And I guess you don't really have to line it up too perfectly. It'll just... There we go. She'll just kind of go on an amusement park ride and... It never ends. All the way up to heaven. Or at least the blasted steps. So I guess we'll check on Garmin and Zaza while we're here. Why not? Pretty sure I still remember the way. Oh, right. That's also true. You're not wrong. Hello. Hard to tell if Zaza's eyes are open. Oh!
Thank you, brave to the end. Old bug, old friend. So strong, so kind.
Well, I guess we gave Zaza the best outcome we could have possibly given them. Yeah, Garmin's still in shambles. But, I wonder if, they're just gonna be here for the rest of the game. Again, you know, it's something I try not to think about. Just because of the emotional effect it has. But while we're here, why not call our bell beast so we can travel over to, I believe it's the Farfields. Hang on, let me just check the map here. We have to go to the target practice room. I believe that was right here in the Farfields. So let's head over there now. And this is one other thing that was spoiled for me, or, you know, as spoiled as it can be after the first playthrough. But it was definitely not something I was going to find on my own. Certainly not. Over here, we do have this one painted ant who seems to be up to something. But if we, you know, we see these targets being in a particular pattern, which is very suspicious, you know, and my small brain would have never thought to do this, not least of which because I hate using the boomerang, but if you use the boomerang here, like so, we actually impress this guy enough, and he starts simping for us. Oh, or at least he's simping for the boomerang, so give him the curved claw, sure. So it's like that mission in Hollow Knight where you have to give the charms at the end of the game to a particular NPC, and then, you know, just have faith. So I guess if we come back here... Nope, not yet. We have to sit at a bench. And then... what will we find? But a curve sickle. So this is just a better curve claw, I guess. A radial sharp bone used by skilled hunters to take down dangerous prey. You know, why that ant would ever want to trade down, I don't know, but he has his reasons. Maybe that was a vintage curved claw. Maybe it was from the 1960s, and it had a defect in the manufacturing process. Go for a fortune on eBay, or at least at the Antiques Roadshow. So we'll put this on, and then I guess we'll give it a test. Certainly satisfying. More satisfying than the curved claw ever was. Anyway, now that we got that handled, thank you so much. Tip my hat to you, Hollow Knight community, for giving me that one. So next up, we gotta go other places. And we're back in the Whispering Vaults. And let me just take a look at the map here. I did notice there was a place up in the corner here that I missed. Ooh, feels good to hear that sound effect again. It's almost like a brand new world has opened up to us, if we're so lucky. Hang on, oh my god, so we are heading to the right, and there is a gigantic void, so, ooh, I'm getting giddy. Somebody stop me. I'm gonna remove this marker because I did check it out. It was just a dead underwork worker with some thread next to them, and they said, "Remember peace, silence," or something like that. So yeah, nothing too special going on over there. What the hell? Some butterflies. Inspect. Ooh. But if I don't inspect it, then I could always inspect it for the first time. Why don't I just never inspect it? Hang on, we'll wait for this airplane to pass overhead. Yes, yes. That turbine is worth a fortune. At least 1 year's worth of my salary. Okay, here we go. An rusted statue of a pilgrim. What? That's it? Damn it, do something. Oh, wait a minute. Is it shaking? Almost looks like the head is shaking separately from the body. What if I... Oh my god! Pious Isamor. Hawk, Ilgrim, you climb our eternal embrace. Who stands the threshold? Our stark citadel of stone? No. True service may now commence. Forget your weary shell, forego. Urge to still, Arlum commands. Give greatest gift. Join our choir, raise shell, voice, and sing. Okay. Sounds like a religion that I want to be a part of. So I don't know what triggered that. If it's because I was charging my needle, or if I was just simply walking away. Pilgrim, cast aside those many sinful hopes for rest, reward, remain pure within our midst, for nothing. See, citadel's simple stone, bare and adorned. See, ain our garb, how sparse o meal. Know that excess is sin. Stay vigil, yes, for though wretched pilgrims, their base deceit left unpunished, then our pure chorus, ere seductive sin spread like flame. Okay. You know, if I was a theorist, I'm sure I could do more with that than I currently can. Alas. Dear Grim, dark it seems now. Est these words become your guide. Hear our voice, let it your own. Give of yourself for great Farlum, for first children who bequeath it to us, for our salvation sure to come. Agreed. Okay, and it looks like it's repeating now. Pious Isamor. I'm trying to think, do they look like anybody I recognize? Quite the mystery. You know, you're for sure, Team Cherry has put a lot of mysterious things in this game. I couldn't imagine there was nothing, no secrets at all, like super secrets beyond what we've already found. Like, you know, the main game, finding Lost Lace and everything, that was seemed special, but I couldn't imagine that you know, was the most difficult thing to achieve. And even quests like the Second Sentinel were pretty straightforward. They were pretty laid out for us. You know, all we had to do was find them in the Citadel somewhere. Speaking of the Citadel, I haven't really explored it all too much, so I think I'm going to go do that now. But we'll think on this statue and see if we can come up with something. Here we are at the stage.
Damned are we, the lingered few bound still to suffer, cursed thrice by Falum, to wait, to watch, to cry our anguish. No more, we say, no more. We cry. We all have wailed and wept. Fair Falum's fall has come at last. Its end we now accept.
I believe it. Maybe we find out if Trobio is still hanging out here. Up. Could be a phase 3. You never know. Maybe we just get to talk to him like a normal bug. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be the most unexpected of all. Oh. I guess we'll just keep it moving here. I did play the needle in by that statue, and it did say a few words, but nothing too interesting there, so... It is interesting, though, how it almost seems like it's like an entity and not really a living being. I wonder what that's about. Here we are. Just gonna... What? You should be gone. And I did hear something up here. I'm sure you hear it too. Oh no! If I just do something like that. Oh, it tried. Can just get a cheeky little hit on the way down. There we go. So I know there's a bunch of void masses probably in the Citadel all over the place, but at the same time, I'm not really too sure if we get anything for defeating them all, or how I'm gonna, you know, finally find them all without a map. Here we have Cardinius. We do have one more cylinder to find, though I have no clue where it could be.
Pain! Pain! Do you hear her cries, cursed weaver spawn? Farloon suffers for our pathetic moral ignorance. We feel it, and it falls. Knowledge is needed, more and more. It must be hoarded, sought, strength to understand, to calm and quell.
It is action now that needs taking, Vault Keeper, by myself and those left alive who would aid me. Seek solutions in your texts and psalms as you may, but they alone will not be enough to heal a pain so great.
So here is the last cylinder, I guess. 6, kind of an odd number of cylinders, and also odd is that we have 4 psalm cylinders and then 1 sacred cylinder, kind of a, you know, unorthodox distribution, but let me see what the best one is. I think probably is, how do you play them? Just want to be reminded. Not that one. That's the weird one. It's probably this one. You know, the fact that it's silver is probably an indication of the quality of the music. So let's go hunting down a few more maybe void masses around here. And here we are in Songclave. Jubilana still has nothing to sell. Nothing on the wall. Sherma?
Red Maiden, you have some great task ahead of you. Do you not? If so, then I fear the time of our final parting draws near. You sense it true, Sherma. I shall soon descend to the darkness below the kingdom and quell the source of Farloom's rending. If that task is achieved, my future may take me far from Farloom. But know, I have faith that you will hold these bugs together and see them prosper. Ah, in truth, I'm still only a fool, but I'll hold dearly to your faith in me. That warmth will help me to endure whatever challenges lies ahead. Now let me pray for you, dear friend, and may my hopes follow you into the deepest darkness and beyond.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huddle together, our path. Let's keep our spirits strong. What new sin? Brothers, sisters. What new test? Our bond is unbroken.
Oh, he just keeps singing. At least someone in this place has got the right spirit. Okay, you know.
Maiden strong, wreathed in red, shield her shell, bless her thread. She fights for us until the end. Please protect my dearest friend.
Beautiful. Oh. If we're no longer pilgrims, what are we? I don't know, man. That's for you to decide. Alright, we'll keep searching the Citadel for more void masses. And I believe we could also go to the White Ward, which I'm not looking forward to, and the Slab as well. So here is where we would have gone to go up to the Cradle initially. If you remember, there was like a little lever here that we could latch onto. But no more, everything's destroyed. But what we could do instead is there's a little shaft up there in the ceiling that I completely forgot about. And we could use this to traverse upward. So no guarantees this is going to lead anywhere, but I did just want to get it on camera just in case, just in the instance that this was going to blow the lid wide open on something cool. Okay, so this is where we find our first void enemies, and yeah, we could grab the ceiling there. Whoop, very lucky. I think we could just, do something like that. And then this way is a dead end. Ow! Interesting looking bug there. Okay, and then we do have just a wide open space here. So let's take a look. Looks like I'm gonna have to aim a little bit to the right. See if this works. Thought maybe I saw a shaft over here. Interestingly, I you know, let go of the button on my controller and she just held the charge there. You didn't feel it, but yeah, I just hit A to release the needle. I'm not sure what happened there, if that was like a bug or something. Yeah, we never did check down here. Okay, there was... it's just death. Okay, and then I believe the first time we were here, she had psychic damage, so we couldn't actually do this, I think. Ooh. What do you know? Ladies and gentlemen. Just gonna explore the surroundings here before I commit. Okay, so looks like there is indeed a little more, but how much more? Let's find out. Okay. There's a cage. I'm not gonna say it's our cage because, god damn it, we we know our cage is at the bottom of the world. There is a cage, however. Ooh, this is giving me Portal vibes, like I've gone into behind the set and we're not supposed to be here. A little bit creepy. Can't lie. Yeah, definitely off the map now. So I don't suspect we're gonna find anybody here, but... who knows? Maybe we'll find like a rune or something. Maybe we'll find a weaver. Perfect place. I mean, there's spider webs everywhere. God damn it. Okay, nothing in that direction. If no wall, then Silksong will do trick. Okay. What? That's her arm. Yeah, there's her fingers right there. Wait, so when Lace slashed Grandmother Silk, she left her arm. Oh my god. And we can claim it. I take what I want. Oh, perfect time for an airplane. Bound the silk skill. Pale nails. Almost like she felt that one. Got a little bit of phantom limb syndrome going on. Press RB. Spin lethal talons from thread that seeks out enemies. Silk skills can be blah blah blah. So there you go. There's our last silk skill. And our achievement to go along with it. Let's read up on this here. Technique taken from the primal source of silk. Spin talons from thread that seeks out enemies, or that seek out enemies. Couldn't imagine how that worked. Whoa! So I guess those home. I guess we get to feel like Light Yagami. Maybe there's even more here. Ooh, you see that? Oh, you're kidding me. Hold on. I promise you it's gonna work. I promised you! Very spooky. Nope. Ooh. What the hell? Whoa! Guys! 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 Do you see how far off the map we are? I think I can power through that. Oh, perfect time to try out this silk skill. I think we'll use it when we have some enemies available. Ooh, tough luck. You don't deserve a burial. I mean, the last thing I expected was an entire area beyond claiming that ability. Get out of here. I need to explore. Whoa. Okay, we'll try to stay the course with the Hunter Crest, even if I do find a bench. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I see what I have to do. Very, unique imagery. I don't think we've seen these thorns before in the game. I think the closest we've seen thorns like this would be, the putrefied ducts. Imagine we just find chakra. We just see a ring. I mean, I think, we did collect all of the maps. At least we got the achievement for collecting all of the maps. So what could this possibly be here? Man. Was that a fake out? So they actually just faked us out. Unless this is part of the cradle. It looks like it is. Okay. Nothing to it. But where am I? Huh. Wait a minute. I think I do still have the compass on. So what I'm looking at now is this is where we got Grandmother Silk's arm, and then I think we're just like off the map. we're just completely Sonic adventuring out of bounds here. So couldn't even begin to guess what's going on at this moment. I do want to, yeah, let's keep that on. I do want to equip my Rosary Gatherer while we're, you know, every time I see loose rosaries, my soul just dies a little bit. So I'm just gonna, you know, crawl back to my brooch, and then we'll keep the long claw on. Actually, you know what? We'll put the pin badge on, because that makes charging the needle strike useful. And I do want to be able to use as many different abilities. Just grant myself the opportunity here. So if I had to guess what this place was, it's not coral oriented. There are crunchy stuff around. It's almost like shellwood, but in like a long decayed state. Ooh, hold on. Is this the... I could be wrong, but is this Silksong's analog for the Path of Pain? Is that what I'm doing right now? Ah, okay, that was, I mean, that was painful. For sure. What the hell? Whoa! I feel surrounded. But I don't think I'm in actual danger. What? A Garpid? Sightless burrower that reacts violently to the slightest sound. So, we were asking what these three particular slots were. Looks like we found out where to get them. So just perusing through the menu here, there is one more enemy in God knows where. Maybe it's near the Volt Worm, but no. I thought maybe we would be close to finishing out the Hunter's Journal, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Ah! Okay, I'm starting to feel like this place is the actual analog to Deep Nest. Okay, it looks like they oh my god! Okay, we can farm. Oh, this sucks. Oh. I have the feeling they're targeting me. Apparently we just killed 27 of them right there.
A common enough bug, though not to be underestimated. Their acuteness of their other senses more than makes up for their lack of vision.
Okay, we'll just keep it moving here. Secrets be damned. I think we're only gonna have to worry about those in hallway areas. Okay, the cloak did not open. Nope. It almost seemed peaceful until I made a movement. So maybe they, oh, that was the description, wasn't it? Hold on. Yeah, the slightest sound. So almost thought if I hold still, maybe that'll get them to F off. Hold on. Ah! Okay, I see. We're gonna have to reset if we make a single mistake. No problems. We'll just have to rely on the climb ability in that case. Whoop. Okay, that's fine. Whoop. Okay. Problem is I don't see where the edge is, and right there, it's hard to see if she's gonna trail off the platform or not. Hang on. I need to stall for a moment. You know, the cling grip would help here, but How sick would it be if I didn't do it with the cling grip? Oh, lady. What the hell? She's so unpredictable, man. Okay, here we go. Oh.
All you have to do is equip Hive Blood here, and it makes the rest of this segment so easy you don't even have to think.
Okay, yeah, I get it. I'm sure there's a way to cheese this. Ask me if I care. Then again, I am using the weave light, so maybe I am cheating already. Hang on. Whoop. Okay. And then. Okay. It just kind of keeps going like that. So, at this point, I have a very strong feeling that this is the Path of Pain-like for this area. But, interestingly, it did not have an introduction. It could be that we're waiting to get one. I don't know. Yeah, see right there? It almost looked like she was about to trail off the edge, but then she didn't. So you kind of have to react to something that you're not guaranteed. Yep, and then right there, I was trying to climb. So anyway, we'll just oh, right. We have to space that a little better. If I just shut my mouth, usually that works. Nope. Not that time. Hang on, where did I save my spot? Could be a bench. Ooh, okay, well, why don't I just go sit at a bench real quick, spare you the time. Okay, I remembered that we did have a bench at the bottom there, just didn't imprint in my memory because we don't have a map for this area, so I couldn't really check. But we do have a spot nearby, which is good. Oh. Man, this is like playing Celeste. Okay. Not sure. Oop. Why this is here. Could have sworn I aimed that correctly. Ooh. Yeah, you guys play Celeste? Man, that's a difficult game. I'll tell ya. It's like they looked at Super Meat Boy and thought, why don't we make that, but just like, I don't know, 10 times harder. Oh, okay, did actually manage it. Okay, we're doing things. There we go. Any peace here? No? I guess this is how Team Cherry wants us to farm. Which is fine. You know, it's an infinite resource of silk that you don't have to explain with a story-related reason. So, you know, that solves that. Okay, there's just spikes down there, so no reason to get cheeky. Okay, interesting. We could go in 2 different directions. Very interesting. Oh. I'm actually just so curious what is over here. Oh! Well, you got me. It wouldn't be a full playthrough if I didn't fall victim to that at least one time. What the hell? Yep, we sure do have to kill those guys. And the question is, do they respawn? I'm actually just going to try and farm a little bit, if they'll let me stand back on solid ground. What if I... Yeah! You think they only have, like, a certain... Holy... certain spawn location? This could be an infinitely, safe area to stand. Yeah, video game design, man. Sometimes you think that you're overlapping the enemy, but the hitboxes are all that matters. Look at that. Incredible. Anyway, we'll just farm enough that we could heal, maybe, and then kill these enemies. Let's read what that was. Immoba. It is very mobile. It's not immobilized. A slow-drifting bug with a heavy top shell. The bug reacts little to threats, even those that could claim its life. Defeat 3 more. Appreciate the only 3 more. We'll just do something like that. Might as well just get it out of the way. Okay, and then we should be able to weave light back to using our ability again, but this is so much faster. We'll just wait for 4 silk. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
The poor creature had lived a life too calm and coddled. It would not fare well in the world beyond the walls.
Yeah, ask me if I care. There we go. They just so kind of them to put another one right there for us. Oh, that's fine. Hey, come back here. Ow. I guess we could also have the option of harpooning them. Ooh. Ah, remember when I was asking where we were in terms of the map, like 10 minutes ago? God damn it, I keep doing that. Yeah, we're way past the point of being off the map now. Hang on, let's see how this works. Okay, we can actually just do direct damage. But it does risk removing them. And then we could, yep, we could stall like that. Okay, we got a nice rhythm going. Oop, that's fine. Ah, what the hell? After all that. Okay, this, no, it's not gonna kill it yet. I think it takes 3 hits. Let's try doing something like that. Maybe the harpoon is gonna be easier. Oh my god. Climb! I command you! Holy smokes, dude. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Is that fun or what? Okay, we got more to climb. What the heck? Oh, yeah, that's certainly climbable. And... signs of life. Someone burying? Is that a roach? I see way too many of these guys in my day-to-day existence. I don't also need them in my video games. Is that thing beckoning me? You know what? I need to get that entry. A skrill. Common crawler that lives beneath sand. Defeat 9 more. Okay, so it looks like it's a simple enemy. Whoa. It's the Howling Cliffs, dude. Man, you know, I'm so happy that there's more to this game, but also confused at the same time, man. A small tunnel leading downward. Descend to far loom. Not yet, but it's going to be interesting to see where they drop us off. We know that's there. Yeah, wait, come back here. Wait, what was this called? Ah, damn it, I missed the name. It was like something town. She's still walking. You hear the footsteps. Don't be fooled. We're gonna find a secret. Okay, never mind.
Now only the wind, sweet promises whispered, the weaving ones beckon. Now only the wind, friends seduced from depths below, sweet promises whispered, the weaving ones beckon.
Oh. It looked like my needle and dislodged whatever was in there. Surface memento. So, like I suspected, this is the surface of the world. And Farloom is buried beneath. Now let's see, of course, if anything's beyond. Could you imagine? Being able to fly into the air. Maybe we'll finally get wings. Hang on, I think I could use maybe the curve sickle if they come out here. Ah! Come back here. Well, I'm sure there's gonna be more of them. Oh, they don't even hurt you. Interesting. Did just spend all my silk on secrets, but I do still need to heal. I imagine there's gonna be like a boss coming up. Or something. There we go, now I feel a little bit better.
This surface dweller is free of silk. Its nature remains its own. The monarch's influence must only have stretched below it.
Right, that's what I was gonna wonder about, which was the area that led up to this place didn't seem like it was afflicted by any void or silk for that matter. So it's just pure and untouched domain. Kind of like the Amazon rainforest. Almost gives this place a little bit more of a special vibe. That was a little goofy. Just as I call this place special. You have to have the bug burying into nothing. But yeah, these wide open spaces are probably some of my favorite in the series. Places like the lead up to the White Palace, just a wide open, just a blasted open space. The no roof, because, you know, it's usually claustrophobic.
Out there lie the endless wastes. If I cross them now, Farloom shall fall to a black fate of my making. My choice is made. I will not abandon its bugs to that grim end. I must descend again and cut them free.
Ooh, so we do have 2 areas that we could potentially abandon our mission in. Let's maybe try to see a little bit more.
My choice is made. I cannot leave. I must descend again and see Farloom freed.
No, you still have... I'm pretty sure you can just turn around and run the other way, Hornet. Nothing's binding you at this point. You're where gods cannot judge. Okay, well, we do have a downward direction, which I don't assume is back to Farloom. Hang on. Is this... I mean, I thought we entered on the right side, so is this not... Oh, that must be where we came from. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so we just came here to check the vibes. Nameless town. And we're just slaughtering its citizens like the peaceful ambassador we are. It almost seems like a vulcanized, if that's the proper word, pilgrim. Anyway, very interesting. Probably one of the more ancient places in the game, I would have to guess. You know, other than the Abyss, of course. But yeah, seemed like a town that is lost to time. We can go back. So it's not a point of no return, at least. Ooh! Hang on. And wouldn't you know it, we can go right back whenever we want. The only question is, with all of that out of the way, where the hell is the map? I'm not going to be satisfied until I find that map. But, anyway, you don't think to get this flea we have to silk soar from one of these spots and then find a disparate tunnel that just makes its way? I mean, I'm running out of options here. So, we'll just keep exploring. Maybe we'll talk to Chakra, and back at Bellheart she'll have a map for us or something. Who knows? And we're back. At it again at the Bellheart. Oh, well, let's try this. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, no word on cartography. Quite the shame. I was hoping we would have something else to talk about, but let's go deposit this memento, perhaps. Surface memento, worn ornament of the nameless town high above Farloom. The memento can be displayed in a home. There we go. So, still 4 more mementos to gather, and no real clues on where to find them, but could be that something else happens when you find them all. Like you get a super secret, special, extra, sexy ending, or I don't know. Maybe we got some more travel quests. No, just Fleetopia and Songclave. We do need to go back to Fleetopia at some point. So, why don't I actually just take one of these quests, and then we'll skip ahead to Fleetopia. You know, not that I need the rosaries, but it's just something to do, right? So, here we go. And here we are in Shellwood for some reason. I did hear, one of these guys. Get him! Could just use the curved claw in this situation. Oh, I don't wanna take any unnecessary hits. Just barely ducked underneath that. Ooh. We could just also rosary cannon. Way to take it out in style. Okay, well, it's gonna be 1 hit. In fact, it's 2. Not too sure why. Why am I still going in this direction? That's a good question. It's a good question. I'll tell you later. We do have a bench down there. I don't think I've really explored the shellwood. The shellwood? Man, I'm picking up bad habits. I think there used to be a void mass down here. That's right. Okay, well, we'll get back on track. And here we are. After much strife, we have finally made it safe and sound to Fleetopia. Nothing to it. Hello, Grishkin. Our travels have end, and now soon the world will also have end. At such bitter of times, brew with friends is most sweet. Here you go.
Flea Master, I bring a delivery. Supplies from the couriers of Belhart to aid your settlement.
Such dedication you continue to show us, Miss Hornet. While we may seem safe out here at range from danger, we cannot go far to forage, and the many fleas need much nurture. Food and provisions, such as you bring, are crucial in these desperate times.
Wish granted.
For your hard efforts and eternal friendship, please accept these meager rosaries as reward. Think of we fleas when you find a chance to trade them.
Yeah, so I guess we'll take a look at Belhart and see if that empties out that quest. I still have a hunch that just doing the same, delivery quests over and over again will eventually run them out. What do we have here?
Sisters, spider, watch these waters flow, cleansing, binding as silk from shell, memories of our kingdom calm.
Those great rumbles from beneath, they have sound similar to giant beast. Such beast is much sorrowful, though, I am think. Fleas and monsters alike have their troubles.
Wise words, Varga. I wonder if there's a point to this Great Lake other than being the story explanation, or like a lore kind of thing. I'm still in courier mode, where I'm trying to be careful about bumping into walls and stuff. I did learn that if you silk soar into the ceiling and then you crash into it, that also counts as hurting the package. Now this part here, I did notice you couldn't grab onto it, but it so very much seems like a secret, does it not? Oh my god. What the hell? We have mushrooms? We have mushrooms. We're in the Mushroom Kingdom. No, obviously, is the area called from Hollow Knight. Man, it's at the worst times that my memory fails me. Just want to make sure I'm looking for secrets. The fungal wastes. There it is. The fungal wastes. No, I did not just pause so that I could remember that. That was merely a recording glitch.
We speak the wish of the Master Herald, he who signs an age's end. Under chapel fallen to the monarch's might, our camp collapsed to the black thread blight. Scorched field on edge, shells black and burned, up tower spinning, near the surgeon spurned. Cage of one who rage against the silken lie. Fell heart of frost, who soars on high. Past cradle's peak, last test of fitness.
Oh, was it?
That the age may pass, this shroom its witness.
That's fine.
So, the Herald visits this land too. If he is here now, then great change or a savage end is inevitable. He would care to see nothing else.
Whoa! Witness passing of the age. I mean, I'd love to. Wish promised. I'm glad I came back here. So he's called the Herald, is he? If I had known I was reading that message in his voice, I definitely would have done a little something else there. But, you know, can't go back in time. Let's take a look here. So we have the full poem. So in Hollow Knight, it was super secret to find the Herald, shall we say, in his spawn locations, because they didn't have any clues. So you had to just kind of guess. You had to comb through the entire map. You can imagine how delightful that was for the person who first took that challenge, and just find him in all the places. But it seems like over here we have actual clues. Look at that, Team Cherry growing up into their big boy developer roles. Okay, so it looks like this time it's going to be a little bit more fun to find him, and we'll actually get to assign him a voice when we eventually do come across the guy. The first of those places being under the chapel fallen to the monarch's might. So I guess we're going back to Bone Bottom then. And we have a dot. We have a red dot for something. For what? Who could say? Anyway, I guess let's keep it moving here.
So, bug not flee, you return. World is ruined. Final end comes soon, says Flea Master.
This land is gravely wounded, but death need not follow. It is now my task to free this kingdom from its dark fall.
Grr, such words are just fancy. Nothing left now, except to protect what little we have. Bug not flee, my learnings, all have been scratched to your maps, can give no more. Leave now, seek and save lost fleas, for a caravan full and whole.
Yes, I'd love to. Can you spare another clue? Hang on. She must be delightful if we just play our instrument. There we go.
These claves back,
I can't even read that fast. I'm not even gonna try. All fleas must gather, now or never. Almost makes me think that, like the grubs, something's gonna happen when we find them all. Maybe the carriage is overtaken with void, who knows? Anything's possible at the end of the world. What if we just knock the ceiling off of this place? Okay. Worth a try. Yes. Okay. So as long as no one else has anything for us here, we'll just head out and maybe we'll head back to Bone Bottom. Maybe we'll look for that flea. And we're back. Hear that? That's the sound of destiny. I hear something, but I don't see something. Could this could this mystery be solved? I do have to give a disclaimer. There is an actual roach somewhere in my room in real life, but I lost track of it and it's dark. So I lit a candle. Hopefully that shouldn't. Oh my god! No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully I don't get jump scared too badly. I think I have to equip something here. What that something is, I don't know. Probably I would guess it's spore related, but maybe maybe once we finish this quest we get a new tool and it goes right there. Trying to see here. The only spore adjacent effects we have are these claw mirrors that release a damaging field once you bind. But other than that, I'm not seeing anything. Got the mask, the bells. The polyp pouch, I wouldn't think that would work. So maybe we have to summon the guy. Ooh. Hello. Oh. Wait a minute. Where are you going? Get back out here. I have to have a word with your manager. No doubt we can do something like... Ooh! Looks like he is a glowing... He's got a little bit of bioluminescence. Mr. Mushroom.
Crossed weapons, sleeping of course, but shaped unlike any you've seen before. To travel underneath is one thing, but traveling up above may require a different sort of sight.
Sir Harold, it seems rare coincidence for us to meet in this distant land, unless perhaps you followed me here.
A path that meets itself is an ill portend indeed. Those who peer sideways know well enough. Oak, excuse me.
Wish updated. So we're gonna have to follow the guy around like a damn stalker. It looks like we got one dot. The next place is over Camp Collapsed to the Black Thread Plight. A camp. Well, it's gonna be a head scratcher. I know it's gonna be related to some place called, you know, with the word camp in its name. I just can't remember. Of all the places we've visited, I'm sure one of them must have it. But we do have this marker here for, as I was doing the flea delivery quest, there was a void mass here. So I think we'll go here in the meantime. And here we are in the Underworks. I can't believe I missed all of this. That we're actually getting a little bit of value from farming the world's resources, but only just a little. Anyway, oh, hello. Good one. Okay, we're almost there. I guess we'll just keep the recording on. I did visit the architect recently, but they're just as dead as they've ever been, so yeah, nothing to do with that. I do need to go underneath. Yes, okay, so it's a little bit... we have to still go around, okay. Okay, here we go. With only 2 masks. Should be no problem. Nothing to it. Could just quick bind real quick. Oh my god. It's not fun when you can't see what they're up to. Maybe those rosaries will come to me. Oh, no. No such luck. If I remember... Ah, there it is. Okay, so we need to... Man, this is gonna be tough. To do something like this. And, oh, we do have some ground here. Never mind. Okay, go away, please. Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Is this not what you want? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Okay, great start. Hang on, I don't need these rings. There we go. Come at me, wherever you might be. Oh my god, they're covering every option. That's terrifying. Yes, thank you. Thank you for aiming that time. There's a chance for those spears not to work. They might just aim at nothing sometimes. Oh, there we go. Realistically, I'm not too sure how you're supposed to deal with this. What if I give you one of these? Oh my god! Alright, here we go. We were that close. Alright, you got me. At least we can fight this guy one at a time. What if I... At least I got away with it. Oh my god! I'm not gonna feel bad. You're not gonna catch me feeling bad about getting hit to black attacks against a black, you know, scenery element. It's not something I'm gonna worry about getting better at. Oh, hold on. Yeah. What hit me? Well, if you didn't already know, then you wouldn't be able to tell. Oh my god. Okay, I'm on 1 hit point now. You know, I'm just gonna give him one of these. Could just take the coward's way out. That always works. And as for how I'm gonna get out of here, I'm so glad you asked. Anyway, I guess we can take this marker off the map now. And what do we got left to do besides this quest here? So we have to go over to a camp. Camp collapsed to the Black Thread Plight. So that could be Bone Bottom. Let's see if we can travel here. I don't think we could. Oh, oh my god! They're burying through sheer metal. Apparently they're just that powerful. So we'll head on over to Bone Bottom. And we'll see if this is the camp they're talking about. If not, then we know there's another camp in the Marrow that we could check out. Okay, I'm not seeing... Oh, wait! I don't have to see. All I have to do is hear. Interesting, those snitch bugs just leave if you get outside of their range.
Great strides move the world, but small steps shouldn't be overlooked. One mystery leads to another. Scrutinizing the belly of the thing will prove useful.
The meaning behind your musings is as opaque as ever. Would you converse with me directly, sir?
Trust yourself and each other. The solution is always within grasp. Oh, excuse me.
I like that we don't need to equip any mysterious charms this game. All we have to do is the option we've always had to do, which is just play our needle. And interesting, we have 2 dots on the left there and 2 spores on the right. Almost as if we needed 2 different ways of keeping track of our progress. Anyway, next up is the Scorched Field on edge, shells black and burned. Obviously the far fields, but where in the far fields? That's going to be a different question. Okay, here we are, and they're pointing us toward an area that's black and burned, so I'm going to go towards the lava. And then, as we know by now, all we have to do is keep our ears peeled for any signals. This here, There's always an interesting spot for secrets. Oh! Doesn't look like there's any that time, though. So we'll just keep it moving. Do have the seamstress, but I don't think she's gonna have any new dialogue. All these guys can sawed off, as far as I'm concerned. I have no patience. You know, I'm the strongest I've ever been, but I'm the least patient at the same time. Save our spot right there.
That's a fancy pin you're flaunting upon your cloak there. Here's hoping you didn't have to kill to claim it. The emblem was given freely, seamstress, as reward for a fierce duel won fair. Given freely? My. So my sister's welcomed another to the order. Sounds like age might have softened her, even her stoic style. Can't say I'll think too fondly on the old ways, but some rituals and some memories, those are still worth preserving. Get a move on, stray one. We're all suffering for your conflict, and
Yeah, I heard it before. So I guess we'll just keep moving in this direction. Let's take another look here. Scorched field on edge. Shells black and burned. That could be another clue as to the shells. But whose shells exactly? I guess I'll let you in when I find a clue. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm just gonna have to dispatch one guy first. Hit him in the back of the head. Well, he's somewhere around here. Good thing we have the spider strings. Right? Oh! Never mind, I see. Oops. Wait, come back! It's almost like finding chakras, rings scattered around.
The elements do not conspire against you. They have their own desires. When one spies a great peak, the natural inclination is to begin climbing. The little left behind. You've decided then? A companion for the journey? Oh, excuse me.
Okay, I guess Hornet got sick of his crap. She stopped trying to convince him. And his pro-social ass. Or I mean his anti-social ass. Let's figure out where we gotta go next. Up towers spinning near the surgeon spurned. So that's gonna be probably the White Ward. Towers spinning. Nothing's coming to mind in terms of a tower, but certainly the surgeon would be around there. So I guess we'll skip ahead. And here we are in this part of Farfields. I figured while I was in the area I would farm some of those hoppers, but I did accidentally come around here, and who do we find?
This giant old ant. Her death seems recent, but her presence here. Was it her? Could it be? The strength that sustained these caves. If so, what will happen now? They will wither and fade, and you may sadly know it was my needle that brought her end. You, miss? But why? Why destroy something so vital? It is a difficult thing to explain simply. Her strength was needed, what was left, to cut Farnham free of its black thread threat. It was a savage act, no doubt, but the reason was just. No, in time, these caves may see opportunity to regrow, flourish even, though that rebirth is itself a task enormous, longer than a lifetime, many lifetimes. For that task to succeed, It will fall to bugs like you to sow the first seeds. I'll wish you success in your grand task, miss, but forgive me my sadness for knowing the cruel cost.
Yeah, that's, all completely understandable.
Hidden searching. Secrets of a living land. Daughter's promise. Father's wish.
I'll solve it. Me. I'll sniff it out.
Okay, Dora. How do you suppose we open this? Right here. Ignore me. I'm just trying to open... What is she doing? Is she... I guess, she was reacting to us. Ooh. Okay, so some weird things are happening, boy. I'll tell you. As far as how to open this door, because it definitely looks like there's something further beyond, and we don't have any clues. I think I'm just gonna mark it on my map here in case there's something else. So we'll just put one of our useful mystery markers, maybe just a little bit closer. There we go. I might have to come here with like the curve sickle. Damn it, almost thought that would work. And we're back. Oh my god, getting hit immediately. I almost thought these guys were gonna continue fighting these giraffes. No, I don't need to deal with this. There we go.
There is surprising strength hidden in their thin, elegant limbs. It would be a pleasure to ride upon it. Giddy up, horsey.
Okay, we don't need to mess around with this guy anymore. And we have 3 more of these guys, so let's expedite this a bit. Okay, and... there you go. Get out of here.
Despite the haunting of its shell, it has not been overcome with aggression. Its desire to flee remains too strong.
Aw. You gotta make us feel bad for cutting them down. There you go. I'll do a little extra credit there. Just to show that it doesn't bother me. So I guess we're back to this mushroom quest. So we'll skip ahead to maybe the White Ward. And we're back. Oh, not getting hit by you. Oh my god. The fact that he can climb over those little ledges is very impressive, I must say. This guy's determined. Hello, Mr. Sentinel. Can we speak? No. Come back. I guess he doesn't hate our guts anymore, but then what? There must be more. Ooh, okay, that's not the enemy I'm looking for. I'm looking for the non-Citadel version of that guy, of Mr. Boxman. Because that's the one I still have to collect for the journal. So we'll poke around in the White Ward and see if we can't find any mushroom spores. And we're back. I didn't find any way to, get back to where the surgeon boss fight was in the White Ward. But I figure maybe the surgeon is actually a Ballador, because he does sort of resemble the surgeon, and he is kind of in a high place. They said near towers spinning. Maybe that's referring to the high halls. Either way, I don't think there's any tower near the White Ward, so that wouldn't make any sense. But we are, here in Terminus, where I don't think we've visited yet. So we'll see what's going on here. Obviously, we could go beneath the floor. Just want to remember what was... Oh my god. right. We had the the room, the secret room, with a bunch of different signs. Did the layout of this place change to where this is no longer accessible? Man, okay. Well, doesn't matter if you dip your toes in a vat of boiling oil, it's still gonna hurt. Maybe let's see if there's any way to open a shortcut. Because I couldn't imagine this was just closed off forever. Ooh. Okay. Well, it looks like it's closed off forever. Interesting that they would allow us back here then, if there's nothing at all to do. Did we try the ceiling? Yeah, I think we tried the ceiling. Okay. Well, you know, there is a lot more to the mushroom quest past this point, so I think we'll call it here. And we did get a lot done. Found some unexpected locations, knocked a few more journal entries out, took down a few more void masses, and uncovered a bit more secrets, as well as getting a bunch of NPC dialogue that I didn't expect to come across. So, oh, not to mention getting our last silk skill. So, yeah, that's pretty huge, I would say. So, next time we're going to continue on this mushroom quest and try to find any more of the last secrets that are remaining on the map to uncover some of these journal entries. We'll probably hit up the slab and Mount Faye and some of the other places like the coral chambers that we haven't fully explored after the void took over. So, I hope you look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong, and I'll see you next time.